Now I will tell you only one more before beginning the question session, and that is the Ishwar Dhyan Stuti Yoga. Remembering God at the time of leaving the body. How do you remember? You are sleeping. You pass away. How do you remember? No way. There are two ways of doing it. One is by Jnana Yogis and Jnana Yogis. They acquire the power to fix their time of death. Or they are told that you are going to die at 5:30 today morning. So you can take your decision. So he comes and sits at 5 o'clock in meditation of God, and he knows that I'm going to die after half an hour, and in meditation he leaves the body. But you are not a Dhyana Yogi or a Jnana Yogi. You are a Karma Yogi and a Bhakti Yogi. You may or may not be told by God that you are going to leave your body on the way. So what do you do then? For that, people like me and you, we have to remember God all the time, which is impossible. Impossible. You're driving the car. You are doing a responsible job. Can you remember God at that time? Not possible. Nobody does it. So the way of remembering is you learn chanting His name incessantly. You are chanting day and night. Even if you are asleep, you are chanting. That's automated, by the way. If you start chanting, you'll find that after a few weeks, it becomes automated. You sleep, you are chanting already. You pass away during sleep, you are still remembering God. Remember that. This is the science of leaving the body while remembering God. So my session is over. I will not go forward to other parts which I have left. But a small word on Gita Jnana Prasara Yoga. Verse 69 of chapter 18. It says, first of all, let me tell you that some people find very contradictory statements in the Bhagavad Gita, self-contradictory statements. No, that is not the case. You need to explore a little deeply. Your constitution says that every citizen is equal in the eyes of law, isn't it? No. Constitution says that. This is a general principle based on the constitution. But then it says you will make special provision for certain classes of people. No? No, it doesn't say. There are exceptions. Therefore, similarly, God said, Samoham sarvabhuteshu, name dveshu asti na priya. Everybody is equal to me. I don't hate anybody, don't love anybody. This means something. This is a general principle, remember that. He's not speaking the truth, he's speaking half truth. General principle of the Constitution, Samoham sarvabhuteshu. I am equal to all living beings. No favoritism. But he does favoritism, I tell you. He does it, you will see that with yourself also. He favors you. What is he? Then he says, Adveshta sarvabhutanam chapter, Adveshta sarvabhutanam mitra karmayavcha, dharmamor nirhankari sundarankara dukha pakshami same priya. I love the people who don't have any jealousy towards anybody else, who are friendly to all creatures. Adveshta sarvabhutanam mitra karmayavcha, who are compassionate to everybody. I love them. So what happened to the earlier promise? They don't love anybody. Understand? He loves the people who are like that. And he has 9 shlokas in chapter 12, 13th to 19th, rather 20th. You read those shlokas first. Who is dear to God? You practice those things and see how he favors you. But he doesn't stop there. In the 69th verse of chapter 18, he says something even more incredible. What is that incredible thing that he says? He says that the one who spreads the word of the Bhagavad Gita among my followers and devotees, nobody is as dear to him to me, and nobody will ever be as dear to me as the one. Extreme favoritism, you see. He's forgotten what he said earlier. So quickly he forgets. Why did he forget? The reason is very simple. The one who spreads the word of the Bhagavad Gita constantly for the whole life, he is taking thousands of people to the doorsteps of moksha. Not only those moksha, those who are Jnana Yogis are taking themselves along to the moksha, or a few small group of disciples, remember that. Therefore, God says that you take everybody as far as possible to the lower steps of moksha, which is why He says that I favor him. Nobody will be as dear to me. And does it need to be reiterated that the one who is very dear to God will be the one who reaches his abode? Does it need to be told separately? No. So this is what is the meaning of Gita and science of the Bhagavad Gita of liberation and moksha. But before I finish, 2 sentences on the nature of moksha. Be clear about it. Otherwise, you will be confused. Moksha is of 2 types. One is nirguna moksha, the other is saguna moksha. In both the cases, you become free from reincarnations and rebirths. No punarjanma. So free from all suffering. But those who are sannyasis, jnana yogis and jnana yogis, they get one kind of moksha, which is called nirvana. Nirvana means to be extinguished. निर्वापित हो जाना, बुझ जाना. दीपक बुझ गया तो खत्म हो गया. मैं अपने आप को बुझा देना चाहता हूँ. I want to extinguish myself. Neither न मैं रहूंगा न दुख भोगूंगा. How do you do that? If you become an accomplished jnani or accomplished dhyana yogi, when you leave your body, you also leave your subtle body, which goes with you in Punarjanma. So when both bodies are destroyed, then and there, the soul merges into God, formless God. Like a drop of water merges into the ocean. You can't find where the drop. The drop has not extinguished its existence in theory because the molecules are still there. But it has lost its identity. No. There is one moksha called nirvana. To get extinguished, you are not seeking that moksha right away. Because you are not sannyasis, not jnana yogis and jnana yogis, not formless God. You are not pursuing formless God. Here are the forms. They are not formless. Second is not nirvana but moksha. What is that? The soul goes to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is not nirguna place. The Bhagavad Puran describes the nature of Vaikuntha. It is Shuddha Sattva Guna. Shuddha Sattva Guna. No trace of Rajaguna, Tamaguna. No entry of time. You don't age there. So that is where you retain your identity. You don't get merged into the vast ocean of divinity. You retain your identity and then you serve God, enjoy unadulterated bliss for eternity. Till, again qualified, till the entire creation is wrapped up and goes back to the formless God. And nothing else remains, neither Vaikuntha, nor Narayan, nor Shiv, nothing. Just one informal God.